welcome to the Typical Guy channel. Today we're going to go over a Royal Grummet smoker that I bought for my birthday. Some of the features, what we like, what we don't like on it. We're going to cook some ribs on it, some baby back ribs. See how those come out nice. Hopefully they come out nice and tender. So first thing that we want to go off is it has the offset smoker, so we can put our charcoal and our wood in there to be able to smoke. It's got a nice little area in there for you to hold some meat. The one thing that I did notice as I was putting it together that I didn't like from the get-go was that there's a little bit of a gap over here. I can put my fingers in there, so we'll see how that works out. I may have to plug that later, but we're gonna, the first time that we go to do this, I'll leave it as is how it comes, and see how it works out. Then I'll make adjustments to see if it helps out any better. We got our, I started off with some charcoal down here. We have our hickory, that'll be our base, and then I have the hickory wood to be able to put on top of it to give it that hickory flavor. So first I'll start some charcoal in my chimney there, get it rolling, and we'll put it in, and we'll pick you up from there. Alright, the chimney's got the coals all nice and toasty. They're all on fire now, so I'm going to dump them in here. We're going to let it cook in here for a little while. Because of it being a new cooker, I want it to cook out all the impurities that might get into the food and stuff. So we're going to let it heat up in there, get going for a good hour or so, and a couple hours before we start putting the meat on there. We'll catch back up with you whenever we go to start putting on the meat. So now the grill has had a couple hours to get up to temperature, cook off any impurities inside of it. We have it at our 250 degrees that we want for this cook. We're gonna attempt to do the 3-2-1 rib method. What you do is you put it on for 3 hours, let it smoke. Then you take and put it in tin foil. You take sort of alcohol to help break down the meat a little bit better, and put it in tin foil so that it cooks within the tin foil. Do that for another 3 hours. So what we're going to use and try is a hard root beer. Has your alcohol in it to help break it down, but hopefully it'll give it some extra flavor to it. And then after 3 hours of that, then we take and put barbecue sauce on it and cook it for 1 more hour. So you're about 7 hours into the cook, keeping it at about 250 degrees the whole time. So let's go ahead and throw our meat on here so we can get the first 3 hour session out of the way. Alright, what we're going to do today, there's 2 racks of baby backs and 1 of regular pork ribs. So we'll be doing that. I'm going to wash my hands off, throw a little bit of hickory chips in here so we can get the smoke flowing pretty good. I'll be back whenever I get my hands all washed up and everything. Alright, we're going to throw a little bit of hickory wood in there, get our smoke going good. Alright, we got our hickory chips in there. It's starting to get a little bit of smoke going now. I did want to show you guys, if you don't have a temperature gauge that will keep up with your temperatures that's inside, the first one I have just ambient temperature, and then I have one in each piece of meat so I can see where they're going. It shows you on your telephone and it gives you the temperature reading of each probe so you know where you're at on your temperatures. So you know you don't overcook it or undercook it. You know, at the end you can kind of probe through your thickest pieces to make sure that you cooked it through very well. But this is a good thing to keep with you so that you can go inside. You don't have to be out here watching the grill the whole day. So we're gonna close this up. We were doing good at our 250 degrees, so we're gonna let this sit for the next 3 hours. When we're done with this stint of 3 hours, we'll get back with you and we'll wrap it in tin foil, put the root beer in along with the ribs, and we'll go from there. All right, they've been cooking for 3 hours now. We're ready for the next step of the 3-2-1 process. The next step is to take and put the rib in tin foil. We're gonna add some butter, some brown sugar, and then we're gonna put our beer in there to help break down the meat a little bit better. Make it a whole lot more tender. So let's start with the first one. And you can see that they've definitely turned some color, and you can see even the probes there are all nice and smoky. So we've definitely been getting some good smoke in there. Let's pull one off here and put it on our. Ooh, it's sticking. We'll flip it upside down. You want to make like a boat so that the juices will stay in there. We're going to add a couple of things of butter. We're gonna add some brown sugar in along with it. Now we'll take and add in our liquid along with it, and that's gonna melt in there, and yeah, we'll do the whole thing. All right, I'll take some more tin foil, put it over top of it so it makes it airtight in there. It's gonna boil in there and melt all that butter and put all the flavor into the meat. I'll do the other 3 and we'll put them back on there. We'll get back with you after 3 hours of that cooking like that. All right, so 3 more hours have passed. We're ready now to pull it out of the tin foil and start putting on a glaze of barbecue. And we have 1 more hour after that of just being on the grill with the barbecue. So we're gonna open up. Oh, yeah. All right, let's pull the first one out. All right, now we're gonna put just a light coating of barbecue on the ribs. Then we'll throw it back on for another hour. And I'll do the other 3. I won't bore you with showing you all 3. And when we get done with another hour of glazing over, we'll get back with you when we're done. All right, our last hour's up. We're done with the glazing. It's time to finish up now. Here is the finished product, and you got dark on us. We've been out here a long time, but you can see it is really nice and just, oh, looks so good. We're gonna try 1 piece here. definitely warm. Let's give it a try. Now that's pretty good. Alright, so the final thought about the grill. While it's an entry-level grill, you can find them a little bit cheaper on Amazon, but this was the cheapest one where it wouldn't flake up on the burner. Got a little bit of a patina here where it, a little bit of a burn mark, but up underneath it looks good. Everything else held up pretty good. There are some spots in through here where I need to put some something to keep the smoke from coming out. Also, there's big gaps along the side here that I'll find something to be able to put along the edges of the top of the grill to keep the smoke in there, the heat in a little bit better. I would also say if you're gonna go with a grill or with a smoker, the ones with the pellets that will keep control of what the temperature will be might be worth it for the extra money. They were starting at like $300 plus, but with these that you put in your own charcoal and wood and stuff, I did have to come out here about every hour, check up on it, you know, put more in there and stuff. With the wood pellet ones, you're able to just put it in there and kind of forget about it and just do, you know, whenever you're ready to flip it or you're ready to put it into the foil and stuff, you can do that. So overall, I give a thumbs up on the grill. I like it. It worked out really good. The meat was really good. But my next one, I would probably get the automatic one with the wood pellets, so I don't have to come out here and babysit it quite so much. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel.